Hello all, and welcome back to the channel. This is me, Next Gen Envoy Extreme, and here are folks, F1 2021 is here, is out now, everywhere, not just for pre-order people, but for everywhere. So let's have a little look, shall we? And this is going to be episode 1 of, or episode 0 of My Team Career Mode. So we're just going to load in here a sec. Folks, at the main screen, so we're going to go into career mode. I will be doing a series on Breaking Point with Aiden Jackson, as well as with Casper Aiken and Devin Butler, that I'm looking forward to. I've seen the trailers, I haven't seen any of the gameplays by other content creators, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we're doing single player career mode, My Team, 4 seasons, customize our settings, career settings. How should you meet the press on? Yeah, increase department event frequency. Now for this, on F1 2021, you can either renew yourself or the AI or both of you. What I'm going to do for now is I'm going to keep the player at default, and AI is going to be nerfed, or buffed, should I say? Sorry. Fault frequency, standard, and high fault type. So with the player faults, this time actually players can have faults, not just the AI, so I am really looking forward to that. On F1 2021, welcome back to the channel, it's me, Next Gen Envoy Extreme, and let's have a look at F1 2021 and My Team Career Mode. It is out now for everyone, not just for those who pre-order it. By the time this episode is going to go live, it's going to be Friday, I think. So yeah, it'll be available to everyone now. So I'm going to dive into My Team Career Mode, single player, My Team, 4 seasons, custom settings, and assist. Yeah, so medium traction control and ABS just for now. I will be reducing those over the course of the season. Just want to get a quick feel of the car. Meet the press on department event frequency. So this means that we, as my team, as the director of our team, we make critical decisions for departments which have a both positive and negative consequences. As well with resources, this time on F1 2021, the players could be nerfed, or the AI could be nerfed, or buffed, or both. So what we're going to do, player is going to, or as in us, it's going to be default. I may reduce that depending on how we progress in the first couple of races. Fault frequency, so now we can have player faults, so we can retire randomly on track, which is a good thing because, yeah, on previous F1 games, AI had such a high rate of frequency at times, so now we have potentially the same things. Rules and flags, strict corner cutting, park firming on. Safety car will be on. Let's do the weekend structure quickly. We're going to do 50% race and full qualifying. So now what we do, safety cars is going to be increased, so we're going to have more safety cars, formation that, and all of those good stations. We're going to run 101 AI difficulty. We're not going to have flashbacks out there just in case. I think I'm going to stick on standard damage for now. I may reduce that or increase that to simulation at some point, perhaps in the next episode. I just want to get a feel of the game, feel just off everything. And wow, this is interesting. So we can have weather accuracy. So on F1 2020, the weather has been at times very approximate, but now we're going to have perfect weather forecast. So let's go confirm settings, and because I've pre-ordered the game, we get my team icons, so we get some legendary drivers of both recent and more further in the past, so we're going to enable them and start career with selected options.
Welcome to My Team. Here you'll experience the world of Formula 1, not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's create your driver.
So yeah, we're going to create our driver, and which avatar should we go for? I think the same one as we did last season with the beard and mustache. Country. Good old United Kingdom. Unless we've got England. Oh yes we have. We are English folks. Name. Next gen. Envoy Extreme. There we go. Actually, let's quickly get the driver sorted. Extreme, and we're going to have our audio name, which is going to be
the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper. There's no Extreme, no Envoy. Yeah, Edwards, Ellis, Evans, but no Extreme. No The Extreme. Let's have a look here. Nope, just the engineer. So, driver number. We can't have 18 as in NASCAR driver Kyle Busch, so could we get, yes we can, 46 for Valentino Rossi, MotoGP, not F1, but that's my go-to numbers, 18, 46 or 96 for my date of birth.
And now let's focus on your driver's look.
So we can actually get some helmets, and also we can get some special helmets from the Breaking Point. So we can get Agent Jackson's helmet and Casper Aiken's. I think we'll go with this one, and this helmet here is, if you've played F1 2020 beforehand, when you download it you get a letter, so we're going to go with this one. I'm just going to change the colours. Oh, actually I like that. Oh, I like that. That red and slight bit fluorescent. Oh, I'm liking that. Also, we do have some locked items which we can lock in the future with the podium pass, of which I have got because I pre-ordered F1 2021, so I get 80,000 in-game credits. Spent 9,000 already on the podium pass. The suit. Again, we'll go with that reddish. There we go, like that. Matching our overalls. Gloves, similar thing. Go with red. Ooh, I like that. Character pose. Yeah, let's go with that. Podium emotes. Only 2 at the moment. We can unlock some more. And also, interesting, we can get radio calls, so...
Woo! Yeehaw! Thank you. I need a moment.
Oh, I am liking that.
That was on fire!
Also, there are some locked items, so we can get...
Oh, alright! I think maybe I can start turning some of these assists off. That's a wrap, folks! Get in there, Jeff!
Oh, I'm liking these. But
get in
this
there,
one...
Jeff!
Why would we say get in there, Jeff? Or why? We could get in that one right now, but we're not going to. I think we're going to go with this one.
That was on fire!
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Great. Now let's set up some of the key details of your new team. We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team?
So the name of the team is going to be Extreme Motorsport. The same name I've gone with on multiple games, previous F1 games, and so on and so forth. So Extreme Motorsport.
Nice! Now, some kind of income stream is critical, so we need to sign a primary sponsor.
And now this is going to be key because
Our
we can
primary
go...
sponsor will pay a signing bonus to the team up front. This is vital to cover the early investments we need to make. They will also provide valuable weekly income for us. Each sponsor has a goal they want the team to achieve. If we hit that goal, the sponsor will pay us an additional goal bonus.
So yeah, sorry, as I was saying, or you can go with the easier targets like complete a full season, or you can really push yourselves and earn 25 constructor points in the season. And this will have a big impact on not only the initial money we're going to get, also the gold bonus, as well as our weekly income. And I think... oh... as a team, we achieved 2 points finishes during the season. I think... we could go with... I think let's go with Echo, because I was looking at Monday Paris. But just looking at the gold bonus is a lot lower, the weekly income's lower, and we get an extra 300k to start off with. Finish P8 or better in the Construction Championship, that's going to be a bit of a push. So yeah, let's go with Echo. Or could we go with earn 15 constructor points in a season? No, let's go with Echo.
Now we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit, so let's sign a power unit supplier now.
So, power unit now, folks. Let's have a look here, shall we?
We need both performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
So, look at this. So we get Renault, Honda, Mercedes, or Ferrari. Mercedes are still the best in performance, but worst, surprisingly, in durability. Compared to Ferrari, which is very durable. Power's okay. Honda is that sort of mixed sweet balance in between, and Renault is a bit far behind, but we're going to go with Ferrari, folks.
We almost have all the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you.
So now we've got 1.6 mil, so now we need a second driver.
These are the drivers available to be your first teammate. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses, so consider everything when deciding who to hire. Drivers earn acclaim based on their performances. When a driver earns enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's level, the more acclaim they will earn for their current team. And remember, the faster the team levels up, the faster our income will increase. The higher a driver's experience, the more resource points are earned to spend on vehicle upgrades. Racecraft is the driver's skill to effectively complete overtakes when opportunities arise. Awareness shows the driver's ability to avoid errors and incidents. Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Focus represents the driver's current form and state of mind. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level.
So yeah, as in that little intro there, we've got focus now, so basically, harder focus, the more basically determined in the team, the more they're going to invest in the team. And just having a little look, we've got some F2 drivers. We've got Jack Aitken, Robert Schwartzman, Luca Giotto, Marcus Armstrong, John Lacey, Luis Delitras, Marina Sato, and all acclaim level 4, but apart from these one which are acclaim level 5. And we have Luca Giotto, a free focus. I think let's go with Luca Giotto. What's his ratings like? If it's one of these three drivers here, so Schwartzman's got less experience, but he's got a lot more racecraft, better awareness, and better pace. His focus is slightly lower than Giotto. But yeah, let's go with Robert Schwartzman. I've never had a Russian teammate, so let's go.
Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
So yeah, that's most of our money spent, so we're not going to have much money for initial upgrades in the facilities, but that I do not mind. We've got a good starting point for the team.
Let's create the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the cars we signed them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
Now, delivery. This is going to be a secret, folks, and you're going to find this in the car reveal. So here we are, we've got Meet the Press. Formula 1 drivers received a lot of media attention, and how you deal with the press impacts on several aspects of your career. Interviews can also occur after sessions of a race weekend, occur what happened and how you performed. The fine art of diplomacy, how you answer interview questions can affect the morale of your R&D facilities, your teammates' motivation, and your acclaim. As well as consider your answers carefully, refusing to answer questions frustrates the press, leading to asking you tougher questions in the future. And also, we've got team directions. In my team, answer questions that can influence the directions of the team takes before you even hit the track. Some answers in your pre-season interviews will have a advance in your R&D specific area, so choose wisely. So we'll have a look at that in a sec, but we've got media coaching perk can be purchased through contracts screen in Team HQ. This perk allows you to additional answers, or a lot of additional answers, shall I say, which may get out of more difficult situations or give you a bigger boost to a claim or a team. There are 3 levels of this perks to be unlocked, so... Oh, I like that helipad. This is our facility. This is absolutely nice. Oh no, here he is again.
Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. As you can see, there's no pit lane behind me, and as you can hear, no roar of engines, and that's because they've set me F1 Paddock to escape here to the countryside and to the headquarters of Formula One's newest team. Now, it's not every day we get to pull back the curtain and look behind the scenes at an F1 team. Rarer still that we get to talk not only to the team owner, but also the team's lead driver. But what makes this place extra special is that the owner and lead driver are one and the same person. Now, it's been an interesting 12 months, and we all know a number of the regulation changes which were due to come into effect this year have been delayed until next. Some, though, are still seeing the light of day, amongst them the all-important budget cap, which gives some of the smaller teams a little further down the order, potentially, the opportunity to compete with the bigger teams. Good for them, but great for us as viewers. But what does our new team owner think about these new rules? Do they see them as a challenge, a hurdle that needs to be overcome? Perhaps they see them as an opportunity to disrupt the status quo, a chance to come out swinging and to carve their name into Formula One history. Well, I had the opportunity to ask them these very questions just earlier today, and here's what they had to say.
So it looks like now we've got to answer some interview questions, and these will have a huge impact on where we start
First of
off
all,
with.
thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about 1 million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
We can answer this in many ways. We can say it just is about me, it's about the team, and we're behind them 100%, which is very true. We're unstoppable. Nothing's easy, it's worth doing. I love challenges like this. Or I won't lie, there's been a lot of work and there's even more to come. But I wouldn't have taken on the task if I didn't believe in myself and the team. And I think let's go with this one. Nothing is easy, it's worth doing. And we do love the challenges for something like this, so let's go with that question.
Let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's clear they're excited to have signed with you, but tell me, what is it that you think they bring to the team?
Well, as the answers is literally their skill set really suits our team. There's no other way around it. It's just that they've got good stats and it suits our team really well.
So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there?
Now, this is one of the 3 questions I think which will have an impact on where you start off with as the basic R&D screen. So if you focus on one engine, you'll get all engine upgrades and performances and facilities, and same with aero, chassis or durability. So I'm going to go with the chassis is incredible.
Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars?
This one, fuel loads is key, reducing the weight, fresh pair of eyes. Let's go with powertrain
Ultimately,
again.
Your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles?
For this one is really just about having a streamlined car, because with F1 2021, from what I've seen in preview videos and what I've done in the beta testing, of which I couldn't publish any videos unfortunately, but that's just how it was, this FOM car is really draggy and it's really heavy, so we're going to focus on the aero side of things this time around.
And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Which group do you feel the most proud of right now?
We're going to go with chassis because I think weight reduction is key, along with aerodynamics, and yes, durability and powertrain is also very crucial as well.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you and, of course, to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it. And thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
So that is Will Buxton, folks. I haven't missed him at all. Yeah, not really missed him, but at least this time in F1 2021, EA and Codemasters have actually improved it. On the first My Team on F1 2020, it's really basic, really. It was okay, it was alright for the first time, but now we are looking forward to actually having better stuff, like the helipad, the facility. It's all absolutely awesome, it is, so let's have a look.
It's important to use the time between races to the fullest extent, and that's where these activities come in. Manage everyone's time as efficiently as possible to maximize the team's performance.
So you've got some activities here, so you've got a 6-day window here, so we could go with help with our second driver, have a bit of cash. Yeah, I think I'll have a bit of cash, I think. We could go with increase morale in air and chassis, focus on the team acclaim or driver acclaim, or get some valuable resource points. Or some resource points. Yeah, let's boost our second driver's stats. I think that's going to be really crucial this year. So we're going to go back out, go to messages. And got that new car smell. Good morning, boss. The decorations is finished over the break room last week. Rufus told me the servers should be all online and we are officially up and running. Welcome to the big stage. I'm looking forward to being a part of the enduring and successful legacy that we are about to build. It'd be good to get either yourself or Robert into the simulator as soon as possible so that we can start working on some developments. I don't need to tell you both that our car and facilities are really looking like a touch off basic side right now. Try to get into a habit of identifying the areas that we want to invest in and do so as soon as possible, as well as when we have the funds. Primarily, the areas we can invest in is the facilities, our second driver salary, the own personal driver perks, as we'll be bringing in income from our sponsors every week, as well as completing goals they are set, so spend it wisely. Good luck, Charlie. And just so I'll say, hey, do you know that the better facilities are, the better, this bit we already know. So what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to go and do a couple of things here in the background text. So I'll see you all in just a sec. So here, folks, we've got our facility. So our chassis is spec level 1. And so we've got a couple of upgrades on the chassis. Got all first stages of fabrication, build time, quality control, and resource point generation. And I think one thing that is crucial to develop this season at some point would be the marketing aspect. Just get some better acclaim coming in, because if you get one investment in, it will really help the team a lot. It will. Let's have a look here. So it's going to be 2.2 mil, 1.5, 1.2, 1.6. Yeah, very much the same here. So yeah. Now R&D, this is crucial. At the moment we are ahead of Alfa Romeo, Haas and Williams. But remember, we are default and they have been buffed, so we've got to be really crucial here, folks, and how we progress with this. With the powertrain, we've got a couple of upgrades already, and obviously with this game, we've got rid of the basic tech trees that we had beforehand. So now we've got the progress along the lines here. So we've got buy stuff, unlock it, and then we can progress upwards. Also, our chassis is very good at the moment, so let's do some aero upgrades if we can. And I think if we do, yeah, front main wing flap, that's going to come just after the Bahrain Grand Prix, unfortunately, but it's going to be worth it. So let's go to skip ahead a little bit here.
It looks like you've had a meeting request from one of our departments. As the boss, departments will often reach out to you for advice on how to handle the various ongoings of your team. These events can range from everything from organizing charity events to dealing with driver matters. How you decide to handle these will have an impact on not only our resources, but how the press perceives us.
Oh, we got our first department event. I'm not looking forward to this.
The personnel department has asked us to deal with this. We have a couple of options here. Take your time. What you decide to do will have consequences.
So Sportswood has been really hitting the stride in simulation recently, and they're in the zone, so what should we get them to focus on? So we can focus on one, pace or awareness, and I think pace, because I know F2 drivers in the past on F1 2020 were a bit slow, so...
The department wants me to pass on their thanks for helping out.
So yes, we'll focus on pace, I think. So now we can go to facilities, R&D. We can get that second upgrade in, couldn't we? Yes, we can. Oh, so yeah, we can't because obviously we're on only spec level 1, so... What about chassis? So what, weight reduction, tyre wear. This is going to be crucial. Let's go and get that in. 30% failure rate. Again, that's going to come just after Bahrain. And there's going to be a big gap between Bahrain and Spain, because in between that you've got Imola and Portimao, I'm pretty sure. And obviously this will become later on in the game as a free DLC, so stay tuned for that. But yes, anyway folks, let's progress, shall we, to the car reveal. And I think you're going to like this. I do appreciate your comments down below. Any feedback will be much appreciated. And oh boy, here she is. Obviously with the logo, we're going to change that because obviously we've got red and black, so we might change the red to a different colour. But apart from that, it's all looking really good, it does, on the car. I'm absolutely loving this. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So here she is, folks. So we've gone with the, again, same livery as you get when you play F1 2020 and you download the thing. So I've no ahead of this, other content creators have gone with similar liveries as this, so that's because there is a couple of options here, but anyway, let's progress. So actually, no, actually what we could do, we've got 1.5 mil, so we could what we could do is we go to facilities. Actually, this, I think, yeah. Should we wait? Yeah, let's wait a little bit before we do any upgrades, I think. Oh no, got another.
Hey, the personnel team wants to run this one past you.
Also, we should consider sending Sportsman on some media training. We've had some preliminary conversations with Martin Steele, who's well known for having worked on some of the very high profile celebrities. He has some availability to come up soon, so what do we think? So yes, we can get Swordsman's Acclaim up by 1250 and only spend 50k in cash, or no. And this is pretty obvious, 50k, chump change, so
Thanks for
yes.
handling that.
Why not? It's going to benefit us, the team, a lot, so why not? So now we've got 1.66 mil, so if we go to... And I think we could go with... Let's go with... Resource point generation. It's going to be a bit of a gamble, that one is, but... I think that this time it's going to be actually crucial, since AI's been buffed. In F1 2020, resource point generation was a huge OP thing for the player, but I think now it's going to be even more crucial, so... As well as we will focus on the personnel side of things as well. So if we go to...
This is the driver market. From here, every driver in the sport, compare them with each other, and add them to your watch list. When the contract negotiation window rolls around, this is where you will approach any drivers you wish to hire.
So yeah, here we are folks in the driver market, and we've got, again, the legendary drivers. So we've got Massa, Coulthard, Rosberg, Button, Prost, Senna, Schumacher. And that is it. So yeah, at some point we will be going to get one of these drivers. At the moment I am really determined to get a certain Schumacher in the car. Senior, not junior, sorry Mick. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, having, or Senna even, either of them is going to be really good for the team. So yeah, got finances, customizations, driver market, contracts. So yeah, now Robert Schwartzman, his has gone up to 76 rating, space gone up by 10, everything else has gone up by 3, his focus has gone up to 84. Nice. So now folks, let's head into the weekend, shall we? Episode, we're not going to do any driving, we're going to use the sort of the mini game that's been offered in the game now, so we can get some resource points and all sorts. So we're going to do that. I think, yes, we may drive in the future to get the feel of the car, but I think around Bahrain we're not going to be starting at the front, so we'll have at least hopefully a decent result with no practice. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Welcome to the team. I'm your head of R&D. My name's Charlie. Please make yourself at home. You're going to be using this workstation pretty regularly over the coming months, so spend some time to get familiar with it. You should be able to access everything from messages to vehicle development.
So yeah, got rivalries and our engine, all that. So yeah, let's head into FP1, shall you folks?
Team, I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
Oh, I have not missed that famous, lovely voice of Jeff, but anyway, let's do a quick garage tutorial. We don't need to know that. We'll have a look at some bits in a sec. For one, let's get our car set up, loaded. And now we've got the mini
Okay,
option.
here's something to remember about this circuit. Turns 9 and 10 are very tricky.
I was saying before, got rudely interrupted there. We've got some mini games that we can do over the session. So let's start with race strategy. Oh no, there's actually bits that we actually got to do ourselves. So 2 seconds, folks. Messed up here. I bodged that up, so it looks like we have to do FP1. There's no way to simulate any of this, because like I say, load it into the session. So I'm going to quick get FP1 done, and I'll meet you all back in just a sec. Folks, here we are. First time out hitting the car, and it is really interesting to drive. Obviously, this game, this year, you cannot attack the curves. they will kill you. So we'll try to do a quick one man. Oh, Delta is actually rubbish at the moment. Attacking curves. Oh, this is going to be fun. Well, goals, but I should set the time. There's creaking. Attacking curves and actually understeers and oversteers both at the same time at different points. So that kind of just adapt to it. Yeah, this will be so yeah, actually what I'm going to do now is I'll get this F1 session done and I'll be going back to F2. Oh, I'm going to go off again. Man, this is absolutely destroyed. Yeah, I think we came 16th or something, no 14th, sorry, but we did some runs on soft tires, so not really representable, but now we're going to go to FP2. We're going to go to next session and go to quick practice. So now we've got an hour, so we can do all sorts of things. We've already done a lot of this, so do you? Yes, we can. And now let's gamble. No, we're wasting time. The thing is, as part of the team, you just gamble with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, all objectives have been completed, so yeah, because we did race strategy, did time management, and some of the ERS already in FP1, so yeah, so we've got everything done. So now let's go to end session. So after that, we got 700 RD points with the team, and now, sorry, we actually can get some discounts. Nice. Gearbox, chassis, engine cover. Very nice. Rear-wing flap, which was going to do. That's at discount now. Spark plug, even more discount, so well, I'm liking that very much. Our sportsman did okay in practice. Our claim has gone up now to nearly level 2 claim, folks, just by doing practice alone. But yeah, I earned 600 and Robert Schwartzman earned 100 RD points, so 700 RD points. I will take that any day of the week. But now, folks, we're going to head into qualifying. And it's going to be a big ask if you can get a Q1. That's the cool photo. Let's see what we can do in the session, shall we? So here folks, heading into qualifying, we've already done 2 laps on the same tyre on softs, and yeah, we're P20 at the moment.
In the speed trap, 204.7 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's just a shocking couple of runs. Just it's getting used to the handling of this car. I think that's the main point for me personally. Is just the car. It handles completely different to F1 2020. It's a lot more challenging, and it's a challenge I'm willing to accept. But I think it's going to take us a couple of races at least to get our wits into the car. But what we'll do is we'll do FP1, then we'll just simulate the rest of the session. And here we are now, on to our second run at the end of. Oh, sorry, third run, sorry, as we approach the end of qualifying. And yeah, you can see here we're not improving, we've already lost half a second. And we're already done only half of the track, and this little mistake here is going to cost us at least a couple of attempts. And that's it for our qualifying, folks. It looks like at the moment we're going to be P21, maybe P22 if Mazepin does a slight improvement. Because he ain't that far behind me again, because you just see how just understeer the car is at places. And throughout the whole weekend it's been understeery at some points, oversteery, so what we're just going to do now is we're going to come into the pits and just box, because yeah, there's no point really continuing on. We don't have enough fuel to do one more lap, because we even got 0.7 of a lap. We just got in within the limit, so we didn't get a warning, so we should be okay there if that was the race, but we got to find that out for sure. But Yuki Tsunoda, fastest in FP1 in that AlphaTauri, compared to his teammate Gasly, who is 1.3 seconds behind. That's a shocker for sure. Yeah, that's a real shocker indeed. And I can see our teammate Robert Schwartzman is actually made into Q2. And by at least a couple of attempts compared to Russell, you got Giovinazzi, Schumacher, Latifi, Mazepin, and us. The fact there were 2 attempts slower than Mazepin really tells you a lot.
As we return to racing for the opening events of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some points during the Grand Prix. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and Norris, Vettel, Leclerc, Sainz, and Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda, and Ocon, Schwartzman, Raikkonen, George Russell, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Latifi, Mazepin, the Grim Reaper. It's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
So folks, we are starting at the back of the grid, and it's going to be a one-stop race for us. It's going to be medium to hards, as you can see here, so hopefully we can get some points, or points should I say. I think more than 1 point is way too optimistic. I even think 1 point is optimistic for us. I'm not going to do a two-stopper, so anyways, let's get into the race, folks. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and lights out, away we go. Bit of a shaky start there for us, not getting the best traction off the line. And we're sort of looking at where we go. Should we go on the outside or go on the inside? Let's dive on the inside, folks. Go massive dive into turn 1 without hitting our teammate, just avoiding Ocon. Get a bit dicey here, 3 wide into turns 2 now. We had to take evasive action and go off track. Game hasn't told us to get the position back, so as you can see here in the replay of our move into turn 1, Massive move by us. Lucky we didn't make any contact with anyone apart from a little bit of contact with the Williams and the Haas. I can see there we got squeezed off. We wasn't going to give any room, so we had to take evasive action. And luckily the jurors hasn't given us a penalty or even a warning for that, so off way we go folks now, try to chase down Ocon and Tsunoda. I think at this time in the game we are a bit away from Alpine and AlphaTauri, but we've got to aim, and as we get a massive just understeer moment down this part here of the track, all weekend and all race we had issues with that part of the track, so I can't really tell you what's going on here folks. It's just this FM car is really hard to drive at the moment, along with some wheel issues as well I've got with the T300 Thrustmaster I've got. But anyways, now heading down to turn 3, lap 3 should I say.
This lap, we can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead.
Thank you Jeff. Now heading to turn 1, we're going to take it inside line. Can George Russell overtake us? No he cannot. We're going to cut across the nose. Lucky he didn't make any contact. And now back down the hill again. Can we actually nail this part of the track for once? Missing our apex and a bit of an oversteer moment now. That's going to give Raikkonen a 6/10 second advantage over us for 1.4 seconds. Now down to 0.85, 0.9 seconds. And again, just a bit of a wave of understeer all of a sudden there. I don't know what was going on there. Had to make a correction or it was just gone plowing straight off the track. Hit a bit of a curb on the exit as we head down the hill through the last turn, or close to the corner at least. But anyways, now we're going to head onto that floor now, and Raikkonen will be catching us, but I think 7 tenths we should have about 3-4 tenths second of a gap to him into turn 1, so we're going to be safe. And see it goes down 0.4, 0.333, and yep, we defended Raikkonen very well there. We had enough gap there. Even when he had DRS, that's because this car is light. It has some aero improvements, but we need to make some more investments because, see there, big moment for us. We just missed our braking point completely there. We had to let Raikkonen pass or we would have got a penalty by assurance. But now we need to chase him down now and overtake him, perhaps down the hill into the last turn, if not on the DRS straight into turn 1. And again, see, that's a bit of wave of understeer going on with the car. So despite some of the aerodynamics improvements, we still get a bit of dirty air wake. But now, as we head down the main straight onto that 5 now, can we overtake Raikkonen into turn 1? We're going to go left, we're going to go right. We're going to make a big moment there. We nearly lost the back end of the car there, so we made a double move there. Now it puts George Russell off, and now we're going to cut across Raikkonen. And a near caused a collision between the Williams of Russell and our teammate Schwartzman. And we've got a bit of carbon there folks, as we have a massive oversteer moment. Now I was going to invite Russell and again Raikkonen to catch up to us. Now we have to defend here into the uphill section part of the track because I think Russell's going to overtake us here. That Williams car is very punchy today. Russell out driving that Williams, and TV somewhere right at the back.
Slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get
Bit of an issue there with the car. Don't know what went on there, just couldn't get up the gear. But it says Russell overtakes us now into the last turn. We overtake around the outside. Don't need DRS, hell no. But anyways, we'll get DRS anyway, so now Williams of George Russell is going to punch back against us, but now DRS is wide open, and just look at that drag off the Williams car compared to ours with DRS wide open. Into turn 1, it's going to look on the inside. Can you make an inside move? We gave him plenty of space. Actually, for once this last race, we actually gave someone some room. But now up the hill now into turns 4. I was making an inside move there on George Russell. Cut across back of our car a little bit there. Lucky we didn't make any contact there, but now down the hill now. Can we actually make this part of the track for once? Sort of, but anyways, now we need to really try to get some movement on here because Ocon 7.8 seconds. Yeah, tire grip is falling off here, and we're having to look a bit around to lap 10, lap 12 even, because we're using back end of the car so much here. And now Russell's going to try to overtake us on the outside. We put a massive squeeze on him, and we're going to squeeze him up the hill as well, aren't we? Yes, we are. It's a good defensive move by us, but we had to get off the track for some reason. We had a bit of understeer. We had to let Russell pass. We had to ease on the throttle so we didn't get a warning. Because I think we're already on 2 track limits warning already, folks.
Don't panic just yet, but we've seen a problem at our end. We're looking
Oh.
into it.
Oh no. Hopefully it ain't a serious fault. Hopefully that's just a minor fault with the car. There's nothing showing up on our end on the board display. I should depend on the inside line against George Russell now. We're going to cut across him once again. That's a very classic move, folks, is chopping the nose off as we head up the hill. And now we need to extend this gap against Russell. We need to try to get a pit stop gap so we can actually...
Okay, looks like a mechanical failure. We're going to have to ask you to find a safe spot.
No!
Sorry about
No, no, no! What's going on here? No! No, what's going on here? What is going on here, folks? This was a brand new engine, brand new gearbox. It's only done 7 laps and... Oh... Oh, that really sucked. That's a bit of karma, folks. Super aggressive all race, and I think it turned out to be our MGUH went out. But we need to look at what went on there because, yeah, we can't have that. 7 laps on a brand new engine and something just let give. Oh, that really sucks.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was.
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
I was going to drive by Bottas there all race. I didn't get the results, so...
After an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Yeah, as I was saying, Bottas, good drive by him. Unfortunately, didn't get any replays of the leaders up front. That will be changing for next episode, but yeah, I just can't believe that. 7 laps, well, I should know, 6 laps. We was on lap 7, so like 6 and a further lap on a brand new engine, brand new gearbox. I thought we were starting that, so let's just get another department of everything, and I really don't know what went on there. As we look at the replay, massive puff of smoke. And luckily this caused a bit of a kerfuffle because when we was breaking down, I had no control, AI was taking over, so Renee caused a massive pile with Raikkonen and Russell, our teammates, and pretty much just everyone. Luckily there was a major incident there.
Well, things didn't really go your way today. Let's have your take.
Oh, no bet.
It looked like you had a few mechanical hiccups during that race.
Yes. A few mechanical because there's more of one big ass mechanical. I think we will go. You get the team really needs to focus on the overall ability. That's just
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
I'm not going to comment on this one. Man, she is peed off twice in one weekend. Nice. Didn't think I was able to do that, folks, but at least we're claiming level 2, I think, in terms of the team. Or not. Oh yes, we are. Phew, that P50 by Rob Schwartzman really helped the team. But yeah, folks, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, smash that like button, feel free to comment down below, and if you want to share something, please be my guest. And if you're not subscribed to the Next Gen Evo Extra channel yet, then please do, as I'm going to make daily videos on this, and pushing a lot of content out for you folks to enjoy. But for what you to do, I hope I was nice, but for now, this has been Next Gen Evo Extreme, and I'll see you all very soon.